This is turning out to be a very, very boring transfer window. But more importantly, every day, every passing day, we are actually coming up with more and more players getting linked with Arsenal. Who's now? The old one is back again, Guido Rodriguez being linked with Arsenal again. We have a statistical comparison between Awar and Madison. Who is better and what these players offer? So it's not my. I just found this article on on Twitter. It's probably from football.london and it's a beautiful article from Alan Catterson Reid. We're definitely going in depth in that because you get more information which is the good signing for Arsenal. But if you ask me right now, before starting the video, I have same mentality as you guys. I want both of them. So let's see. Let's bust the myth. Who is better for Arsenal? Moving on, so it looks like Arsenal have set their sights on defensive midfielder Guido Rodriguez, who played a very integral role in Argentina's Copa America victory. Betis are requesting a fee of £25.6 million. Betis must sell before buying in the transfer window. You know the Spanish clubs, they're in trouble. This is according to Gianluca Di Marzio. He says that the Real Betis midfielder reportedly has a £68 million release clause, but Betis are willing to accept offer in the region of £25 million. Now, generally, I do believe what Gianluca Di Marzio says. I'll keep a watch on this one, but of course, he's one of the players that literally has been heavily linked from Arsenal since the start of January, or probably much before that. So, I will keep my eyes on it. Moving on, so actor Jason Sudeikis, who plays the iconic Ted Lasso, supported Jadon Sancho, Marcus Rashford, and Bukayo Saka at the Ted Lasso Season 2 premiere last night. Damn, I miss the Premier League. Whenever I see Premier, I put the league at the end of it. So here we go. That is a beautiful. I think it's wonderful. Great message that he's actually sending out. So that's wonderful, isn't it? Gotta be proud of these boys who've really lifted the country up. Brave warriors, I would say, of England. Moving on, so Ekrem Konur says if Hector Bellerin is transferred to Inter, Arsenal will offer Sassuolo £10 million for Matt Mulder, whom Arsenal have been following for a while now. We've seen that when Turkey were out. We just saw that Matt Mulder getting linked with Arsenal for once, only once. So still, this is a second link. Ekrem Konur says that yes, Arsenal are really wanting, they're really eyeing Matt Mulder. Why? Nobody knows, but yeah, they're eyeing him. That's all I know. Moving on, according to Simon Collins, Arsenal are in the final stages of tying up a new contract with Emil Smith-Rowe. Mikel Arteta has big plans for Smith-Rowe, and he sees him as a big part of club's future going forward, which is why Arsenal never entertain any bids for him, let alone accepting one. Aston Villa fans, calm down. Moving on, Tierney on the new home kit says, I love it, it's a smart design and I can't wait to pull it on and represent this club in front of our supporters once again. It simply hasn't been the same without our fans. We're raring to go and can't wait for Emirates Stadium to be rocking again. That's the love I would want. These guys really doesn't take his job for granted, and that's what you love to see. That's what captains do. I'm sorry, future captains do. And according to Julian Lawrence, I already mentioned that of course Awar is wanted by barrage of clubs. Will really come to the whole analysis aspect where we compare him with Madison. But here's a huge good news for all the Arsenal fans. Well, it looks like Patrick Vieira wants to remove Arsenal's burden for now because Crystal Palace are interested in signing Nketiah, Maitland-Niles and Reece Nelson off of Arsenal. Well, that's the Patrick Vieira effect. Why am I even saying this? Because CBSSports.com have actually come up with an update that Crystal Palace, according to James Benge, actually, that Crystal Palace, Brighton and Brentford are all interested in signing Reece Nelson. Arsenal offered to extend the contract with him, which expires next summer, but the talks did not develop. So we don't know what happens with Reece Nelson for now. So the talks are still on. They did not respond to it. He needs to be in bigger plans with Arsenal, but apparently that's not the case right now. But let's see. So according to Alexis Bernard, Arsenal stops negotiations over Awar and is about to withdraw from the deal. Arsenal submitted an offer of less than 20 and Lyon wants 20 to 25 million. The club has made it clear that it will never raise its offer and will withdraw the first offer as well. So it looks like So Arsenal have thrown a good amount of deal, and it looks like they won't back down. They will back down actually. They won't come back again. But let's see how that turns out to be. According to Corriere dello Sport, Arsenal are very serious about Locatelli. Arsenal are working to persuade the player to complete the deal. Well, yes, they're very much according to Corriere dello Sport via Sport Witness. So it looks like yes, Locatelli is the one that. I'm done with this whole idea of us being serious, man. Of course, man, we're serious about him. I did not take anything down. Yes, of course it is serious, but okay. AS Roma are waiting for Arsenal to announce Albert Sambi Lokonga as new signing to progress in talks for Granit Xhaka. Bid still on the table. Clubs are in direct contact. Xhaka wants to join Roma. Arsenal already completed paperwork with Anderlecht for Lokonga. We all know that. Yeah. So that's the beauty of the update. But here's another update that people are not digesting the fact. I think people have started believing. I'm seeing on internet that people have already believed that William Saliba won't play for Arsenal ever again if Arteta stays. It's like Zidane and Odegaard. It's Saliba and Arteta. I slightly differ, but let's see. Chris Wheatley says Arsenal will sit down with William Saliba at the end of his loan spell with Marseille to discuss his future. Contract expires in 2024, but with 2 years remaining from next summer, an important decision lies ahead for Arsenal. Where exactly are they going to take this step? Now, will it be towards giving Saliba another contract and bringing him into the future plans, or keep on sending him out on loan for no good reason, for all the weird reasons? Okay, just tried to mess up English there. But moving on, so here's the biggest attention of this episode was to the two playmakers, Maddison and Hosam Aouar's strengths compared. Now this is a beautiful article written by Aaron Caddison Reid. Do check it out, football.london. It's a wonderful article, trust me. So I'm just going to read out some really important points from it. So Arsenal are set for a busy summer transfer window. We all know that. But one of the positions that Arteta is looking to address is a creative attacking midfield role. Odegaard, still we're talking about Odegaard, and I really don't get it why, but okay, let's see. But Arsenal are in need of a playmaker since after Mesut Ozil, we have hardly had someone. So it looks like Maddison ranks extremely high in terms of his chance creating numbers, while averaging 0.23 expected assists, 4.5 shot creating actions, and 2.23 key passes per 90 minutes last term. Comparatively, Aouar registered similar numbers like scoring 0.2 expected assists, 1.87 key passes, and 5.1 shot creating actions per game last season. Now, both players offer guaranteed chance creation, but their methods of doing so are different. Maddison is a set piece specialist, often delivering perfectly weighted corners or free kicks that find a teammate, something that Arsenal have lacked in recent years. In fact, Arsenal netted just 6 times from set pieces last term, with only relegated duo Sheffield and Fulham scoring less than Arsenal. Meanwhile, Aouar does not offer the same sort of impact from set pieces, but his dribbling ability is one of his standout attributes, often gliding past opposition players with drive, something that has greatly benefited Lyon to create a multitude of chances in transition. Now, talking about the goal scoring opportunities, the goal scoring abilities of the players, well, it is no secret Arsenal are missing someone like Aaron Ramsey. Well, in fact, other than Joe Willock, who did so at loan on Newcastle, no Arsenal midfielder has netted more than 2 Premier League goals in each of the last 2 seasons, suggesting whatever playmaker the North Londoners decide, he should be a goal threat. That should be the idea. So both Aouar and Maddison boast a solid return in front of goal, but in very different ways. Maddison scored on 8 occasions in the Premier League last term, 7 of which came from open play, whilst 1 came directly from a free kick. The English international did so with a low NPXG, non-penalty expected goals tally of 4.4, suggesting that he was clinical when given half chances as well as long-range opportunities. Aouar netted 7 times in Lyon's 2020-2021 Ligue 1 campaign, albeit having played 300 less minutes than Maddison. The 22-year-old scored 2 penalties and 5 from open play, accumulating a non-penalty XG of 8.8, which suggests that his movement is superior to Maddison's, but also that his finishing isn't as prolific as Maddison. So if you want finishing, Maddison. But if you want more and more chance creation and probably his movement, trying to create more options, and then it's our. Well, talking about the tactical fit, Madison would represent a better fit to play as a number 10 in Arteta's 4-2-3-1 system, as he has often been deployed in the very role by Brendan Rodgers. The 24-year-old often picks up the ball in pockets of space left vacated by opposition defensive midfielders, similar to what Ozil was doing with Arsenal. He often drifts to the right half space to find double up on the opposition left flank, something that would allow Arsenal wingers to drift inside on their favoured left foot. Madison also offers considerable pressing ability when his sides are without the ball. During the Foxes' 3-1 win over Liverpool in February, Madison pressed excellently to block the Reds from vertical passes between the lines, which derailed their build-up and in turn allowed Leicester to win the ball back high up the pitch. Awar has previously played as a number 10, but he is at his best either in a midfield 3 or as a wide playmaker on the left wing, a similar role which Emile Smith-Rowe was tasked in the latter stages of last season. If the Gunners were to sign the Frenchman this summer, they could operate with a fluid left flank with Tierney is there, Smith-Rowe. There could be a lot of things, but well, he is in a 3-4-3 situation in a more balance against dangerous oppositions. Well, he could be utilized in a midfield pivot alongside Partey, but they would perhaps be too exposed as duo to play in front of a back four with a 3-4-3 more balance against dangerous opposition. So, if you ask me, if you want a midfielder who's really a good goal-scoring threat from a half chance, Madison all the way. Set pieces, Madison. But if you want someone who's actually carrying the ball forward and then creating, Awar. For me, still both. David Luiz is in discussions to join Olympique Marseille. I hope it happens. So with this, I'd like to end this episode. I hope you understood what is the difference between Awar and Madison. Beautiful article. So I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you seek daily Arsenal content, best place to be, consider subscribing.